Yes, good people, welcome back to the channel, hope you're all doing well, and today we are checking out this Harley Benton MR Classic in a metallic blue gloss finish. Now these got released by Thomann in April 22. They did catch my eye at the time and I've heard some good things about them. They've been on my radar but I kind of forgot about them. I spotted this one on eBay last week on an auction and it definitely caught my attention, so I kept an eye on it. And I won it for £92 with free shipping. She is minty fresh. It come with a box. The guy I bought it off said in the description he's barely played it. It's just been sitting there collecting dust. So yeah, I won that auction, and within one day of winning the auction, it was delivered. So that was a pretty darn good service. So yeah, it is minty fresh. Even come with the original tags on. It's still got the plastic film on it. So setup wise, straight out the box. I don't know if the previous guy before me tried to have a little tinker around with it, but the setup does seem pretty good apart from the high E side of the bridge. I've tried lowering it down as low as I can, but it's at about 1.5 mil. I could probably do with it a little bit more of a smidge down, but yeah, I think what we may need to do with this is take the neck off and give it a little bit of a shim just to raise that neck up a little bit, but apart from that, she plays really nice. So for 92 quid with free shipping, you can't grumble at that. I've looked on Thomann's website. These are currently selling for £188 with free shipping. They do come in a few other colours. They come in a black, a white, sunburst and a candy apple red. They all vary in prices, but the black version of this is around about £120, which is an absolute bargain. So for 92 quid, basically half the price of what they are on Thomann's website. Minty fresh, it's essentially a brand new guitar, so I think I've got a bit of a sweet score. So up close and personal, she is a real pretty guitar. On Thomann's website they describe this as metallic blue gloss, but we all know it's Pelham blue, which is one of my favourite colours. It's a basswood body, it weighs 3.9 kilos, so it doesn't feel like a super light cheap guitar. I know a lot of people say they don't like heavy guitars, but I quite like the feel of this. I've had a little play around with a guitar strap on and there's no neck dive, nothing like that. You've got some awesome contours in the body there. It's got a bolt on neck. They don't have a neck plate on these. So onto the front of the guitar, we've got these two P-90 pickups. They're Artec Alnico-5 pickups and they do sound pretty darn good. And then we've got a three-way selector switch. So you've got neck, middle, bridge pickup, volume, tone control, output socket. You've got this Deluxe chrome wraparound hardtail bridge, which is quite a hefty little unit there, but it does seem to resonate quite nicely. And onto the neck, you've got a Canadian maple neck with a jatoba fingerboard, which is pretty darn good. It just feels like you're playing rosewood. It's quite a hard wearing wood, so we get some pretty good tones out of it. You've got medium jumbo frets. This is 25.5 inch scale, so it's 25.5 inches from the nut to the bridge there. It's got a graphite nut, pearloid dot markers. It's a 12-inch radius fingerboard, so it's quite flat. These Harley Bentons do come with D'Addario strings. These are the D'Addario 110 10 to 46. Personally, on a 25.5 inch scale guitar, I would have liked some 9s on it, but you know, for the price, you're getting some pretty decent strings. You've got that cool looking color-coded headstock, and you've got these Wilkinson vintage style deluxe tuners. These are awesome tuners. It has been holding tune well. Make sure you stretch your strings, but the actual mechanism on them does feel really nice and smooth and pretty easy to tune up. Onto the back of the headstock, you've got the little stamp there that says they're made in Indonesia. And that's the MR Classic Vintage series. But I must admit, for 92 quid or even £188 new, that's a lot of guitar for the money. So the neck on these, like I say, it's a Canadian maple. It's a C profile neck. It doesn't feel too big, to be fair. It's got a 42mm nut, so it's, yeah, you've got plenty of room to get your fingers around there. They do another version of this, which is the modern one, which comes with a wiggle stick. I haven't really looked into the specs of them, but yeah, there's two different variations of these. The MR Modern is a bit more expensive, but yeah, this is a pretty sweet guitar. So for today's demo, we're going to play to a backing track, going through them 3 different playing positions. So we start with the neck, then we go with both pickups, and then we go with that bridge pickup on its own. I'll play a mixture of clean and distorted stuff. For my distortion, I'm going to be using a metal zone pedal, and when I'm using a clean, I'll put in a bit of a compressor just to smooth the sound out. But yeah, it will give you a general idea of what these pickups sound like for the 3 different playing positions. So the next thing we should do, plug her in, let it rip. So there you go, that was the Harley Benton MR Classic, finished in this metallic blue gloss finish, aka Pelham Blue. It is a snazzy looking guitar. Them P-90 pickups, Artec Alnico-5s do sound pretty darn good. Usually I don't like wraparound tail pieces too much because they're a bit of a pain to intonate, but intonation on this straight out of the box was pretty bang on. It's been holding tune well, resonates nicely, so yeah, I'm happy with that. But all the electronics seem to work all right. I like the neck feels really nice to play. There's no sharp fret ends, nothing like that. It is basically good to go. And with the graphite nut in there, I don't know if they're tusk nuts or anything like that, so if you know, let me know in the comments section below. But yeah, the tuners are holding tune well. It's just a really awesome guitar. For 92 quid, that is a real bargain. So yeah, let me know what you think to these in the comments section below, whether you like the neck, both pickups together, or just that bridge pickup on its own. I really do like this body contour as well. It is a nice finish. Like I say, there's no imperfections in that paint finish at all. No sharp fret ends, like I said. It's just a awesome guitar. I've had a few Harley Bentons on the channel over the years. Sometimes I felt quite disappointed with them. And the prices of Harley Bentons are going up now, obviously, because everything's going up. But I think even brand new, if you're spending 188 quid on one of these, I think this is a pretty sweet guitar for the money. But yeah, this is a real versatile guitar. P-90 pickups are one of my favourite pickups. What I like about them so much is you get some nice, clean, chimey sounds, almost like a single coil. But when you're whacking the dirty stuff, it can kick like a humbucker. But yeah, that real nice sounding set of pickups in there. So that'll probably wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, The Guitar Manifesto. And I'm going to have a little bit more of a jam with this because this is a pretty sweet guitar. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you all soon. Peace.